the top stories in this edition. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, European Affairs of Slovenia holds official visits in Ethiopia. Ethiopia's Tax and Revenue Ministry urges media to disseminate proper information. Hello and welcome to Addis News Hour. I'm Daniel Kasahun with the news. The Office of Prosperity Party announced that it is determined to ensure loyalty, sovereignty and prosperity of Ethiopia, paying the ultimate cost it requires. Under the leadership of the Prosperity Party, so far, the unity and territorial integrity as well as the sovereignty of the country and its people were maintained through strong political and military leadership provided by the party. With regard to the reform on regional special forces being implemented simultaneously on all regions, the Prosperity Party said some bandits are trying to twist the move to a destructive scenario with their hidden agenda injected from behind. Therefore, it's necessary to understand that the decision takes into consideration in accordance with the needs of the people and the constitution. As it indicates, the move is constructive and beneficial to all who are really desirous to see Ethiopia prevailing in its aspired prosperity and dignity. It has been underlined that it is important to ignore false and destructive reports regarding the reform on regions' special forces. In the statement, the Prosperity Party announced that the origin and destination of all its positions and activities is Ethiopia's existence, greatness, prosperity and peace of its people. On the occasion, it strongly reminded some political parties and their leaders who are longing and waiting for darkness shall refrain from making things worse and avoid excessive conflict. The Prosperity Party is the only party in the history of the country which has appointed members of the opposition parties as ministers of the federal forces as well as bureau heads of state governments. In another news, the Council of Ministers and its 19th regular session today has discussed on 2 draft proclamations and passed decisions. Federal Government Procurement and Property Administration draft bill is one of the agenda discussed by the Council. The bill is drafted to correct the bottlenecks encountered in the course of execution and maladministrations that might be obstacle for good governance as well as to support the procurement and prosperity system with technology. The Council of Ministers has also discussed in past a decision on the draft bill of mineral resources development. According to the Council, as minerals are non-renewable natural resources, a draft bill has been prepared in order to utilize the resources considering the coming generations, environmental protection and in accordance with life ecosystem. After deliberating on the draft directive, the Council has unanimously decided the directive to be implemented right after it is published on the Nagarit newspaper. You are watching Addis News Hour. The Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Ethiopia, Demeke Mekonnen, and his Slovenian counterpart, Tanja Fanjo, held conversations today on pertinent matters which bolster bilateral ties of the two countries to a higher level. The ministers who met here in Addis Ababa mentioned the opening of Slovenian embassy in Ethiopia in the near future. Slovenia's high-level delegation with the Ethiopian Ministers of Trade and Regional Integration mentioned enhancing Ethiopia's untapped potential in the tourism, service and economic sectors. Tigasarne says more.
A high-level delegation led by Minister of Foreign and European Affairs of the Republic of Slovenia, Tanja Fajon, arrived in Addis Ababa this morning for a 3-day official visit to Ethiopia. Foreign Affairs State Minister Misganu Arega warmly welcomed the Slovenian Foreign Minister upon arrival at the Addis Ababa Bole International Airport. During the visit to Ethiopia, the Slovenian high-level delegation has made candid discussion with the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister on ways to bolster bilateral relations between the two countries. Ethiopian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Meles Alem briefed journalists that the discussion held between the two counterparts was majorly focusing on bilateral and multilateral issues.
The Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Slovenia, Tanja Fajon, is undertaking an official visit in Ethiopia. She has a very successful deliberations with His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Demeke Mekonnen. The discussions among others focused on bilateral and multilateral issues of mutual interest. Both sides have agreed to further revamp the historical ties that two countries have been enjoying for quite so long. As you know, Slovenia was a member of the former Yugoslavia, and Ethiopia and Yugoslavia have played key role in establishing the non-aligned movement.
The spokesperson went on saying that Slovenia has agreed to work cooperatively with Ethiopia in multiple areas.
As we speak, the two sides have agreed. The Ethiopian Deputy Prime Minister and Her Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Fiona have agreed to cooperate on areas such as health, agriculture, water diplomacy, climate change, among others. She was received by the State Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ethiopia, Ambassador Misganu Arega. And on the course of the day, she had also very successful deliberations and discussions with the Ministry of Health of Ethiopia, Dr. Lia Atadese. We have agreed to deepen our ties on boosting and improving the health system and the insurance system of health.
Main purpose of the visit is to strengthen relations between the two countries, also in the light of imminent opening of Slovenian embassy here in the capital, Addis Ababa.
Moving to another news, the South Region Peace and Security Bureau head Alemayo Baudi disclosed that the Southern region is undertaking efforts to restructure the regional special forces to further stabilize the peace and security of the region. He also said that the Southern region is also ready to support the regional special forces who will not be included with the federal and regional structure of police. Kasanjani tells us more.
South Region Peace and Security Bureau head Alemayo Baudi said that the special forces of the region have been paying a high price by standing alongside the defense forces in reversing a danger of existence as a country and solving security problems that have occurred in some areas. Although there was such an immense contribution, the region is going to reorganize and restructure its forces, and some are to be integrated to the federal police and others to the Ethiopian National Defense Force.
We have discussed in both the federal and regional organs on the issues of special forces organized in each regions, that is with the aim to enable these special forces capable of defending the country's sovereignty. And as it is well known, the nation has put a direction in the national level.
The Bureau head also stated that the region has started activities to reorganize the special forces in accordance with the direction set by the government.
From its very beginning, the structures of the special regional forces is not in accordance with the constitution, though they are established to the peace and security stability in their regions, with the fact that they have been giving good services like fighting for the sovereignty of Ethiopia with paying sacrifice.
Last week, General Ababat Adessa, Deputy Chief of Staff of the Ethiopian National Defense Forces and DFSAT, the move to dissolve regional special forces was neither to disarm nor to dismantle them. However, to reorganize and to reform the forces was a matter of the Constitution, whose works has been in the making for the last 4 years. The reform undertaken by the Ethiopian National Defense Force aimed to build an army capable of dealing with changing geopolitics landscape in the Horn of Africa. It was noted that the government announced last week that it wants special forces to be integrated into the federal army or police force in order to promote national unity.
You're watching Addis News Hour. Moving to business news, media institutions can play an unprecedented role to collect revenue from the nation's economy and the condition of the various development activities across the country. The Ministry of Revenues and Customs Commission held consultative discussion today with leaders of media professionals in the capital Addis Ababa. Haptam Ashagri had this account. Let's take a look.
Ethiopia launches a national tax mobilization campaign last February 2023, aiming to increase the performance to secure more revenue from various tax items. To undertake effective tax campaign, the Ministry of Revenue and Customs Commission held consultative discussion with leaders of media institutions in Addis Ababa. Speaking on the occasion, State Minister for Revenue, Maseret Maskale, said awareness creation on tax and revenue for media leaders is critical to disseminate proper information to the public.
We're providing awareness creation activities on inland tax and revenue issues for media leaders to disseminate proper information to the general public. We're also organizing this event to increase our media professionals to understand the tax and revenue related complications. We're working to bring solutions to alleviate problems. We have a plan to train other media institution workers to increase their awareness on tax and revenue.
The State Minister underlined that her office is targeting to provide training other media workers through various programs. According to Maseret, the Ministry of Revenue is desirous that the media institutions to cascade further activities to show the importance of paying tax to the nation.
We need every media institution to hammer the importance of tax and its direct relation with government's projects to the public. To create vibrant government, we need these institutions to focus on how to increase awareness creation to the public, how to protect tax evasion acts.
Government officials, business persons, invited guests, reliable taxpayers, responsible stakeholders, among others, have participated on the discussion.
The Oromia Coffee Farmers Cooperative Union said farmers are earning high premium from eco-friendly coffee production via reducing carbon emission. The unions also said the income helps diversify infrastructure to the community. Goshumalso reports.
Ethiopia is renowned as the origin of coffee Arabica. The country's harvesting and distributing coffee accounts 3% of the world's overall coffee bean supply. The Oromia region and southwest parts of Ethiopia are widely producing coffee. Coffee is one of export king and source of foreign exchange to Ethiopia. Oromia Coffee Farmers Cooperative Union said farmers are earning high premium from eco-friendly coffee production via reducing carbon emission.
We are selling this carbon. We get also additional income for our farmers because when we are just getting this income, we are pay back 70% of the premium also for the farmers, around 8.5 euro per metric ton. Now it is reaching around 100 euro. This is very attractive. Even when the farmers have off-season for coffee, maybe the carbon trade is also replacing the income for the farmers. Because of this, all our farmers They know, they understand about the importance of this carbon credit. We are implementing this project. Also, the farmers like this project.
Fairtrade Africa is one of the initiatives that promoting coffee producers to directly supply quality coffee products to buyers. Commercial Director of Fairtrade Africa said Ethiopia amassed €5.2 million from carbon credit.
In 2021, across Africa, the producers in Africa in coffee, they're about 536, but in Ethiopia, 536,000. But in Ethiopia, they're about 236,000. So those 500,000 or so producers earned about 5.2 million euros, which is about 330 million beer. But in Ethiopia, the 236,000 farmers earned about 200 million beer, which is about 3.1 million euros. And this premium is earned because of a direct correlation with sales. So anything sold on Fairtrade terms, then you earn a premium. This premium is used by the communities to address some of the social gaps and also economic gaps that they may have in their society.
The union also said the income gained from carbon selling helps to expand infrastructures to the community.
We are constructing a school. If they have no any clinic around there, we are constructing a school. If they have no library, we build a library. Depend on the problem of the community. Any problem they are considered as a problem, we will build that project.
National Coordinator of Agribusiness at International Trade Centers, Macho Mokonnen, for his part said Fairtrade certified coffee is receiving good return from World Coffee Market.
Fairtrade certified coffee now has good price in the world market. That means it has a good return for the producers. So it is a good initiative to encourage coffee cooperatives who are working in different regions. So it is good to sustain the quality of the coffee.
Fairtrade Africa urged coffee producers to work hard in terms of value addition and embrace diversification that can bring additional income.
In another news, the Ethiopian Investment Commission has told us it is a plan that is going to hold an international investment forum with the objective of promoting Ethiopia's ample investment opportunities towards the end of this April 2023 in Addis Ababa. Promoting the wide investment opportunities of Ethiopia to the global community is the objective of the Investment Ethiopia 2023 Forum. Accordingly, the forum will bring together investors, business leaders, policymakers and entrepreneurs from around the world to explore and unlock investment opportunities in Ethiopia. The forum will also provide a platform for participants to learn about Ethiopia's business climate, investment opportunities and government policies aimed at promoting investment and economic growth, it was indicated. Ethiopia is a country with enormous investment potential, boasting a young, dynamic and rapidly growing population, abundant natural resources and a strategic location at the crossroad of Africa and the Middle East. The Ministry of Labour and Skills has signed an agreement with a Chinese company, Orient International Holdings, to ensure the efficiency of professionals in the textile sector and create more job opportunities in Ethiopia. The agreement is expected to help produce capable human power in the textile industry and create more job opportunities in the sector, it was indicated. The agreement will help to expedite the ongoing efforts to realize sustainable development, job creation and skills development in the country. The company will carry out skills development activities both in the country and abroad, noting that the company has planned to establish a training center in Ethiopia.
Welcome to the land of origins. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia is pleased to serve all your traveler banking needs. If you have money from any of these 16 countries, you can convert it to local currency by visiting our nearest branch. Alternatively, our secure Forex ATMs accept cash exchange, or if you prefer using your cards, we've partnered with Visa, MasterCard, and UnionPay so that you can withdraw cash from our local ATMs or make cashless transactions at thousands of local POS partners securely and with confidence. We are linked with more than 700 global banks through our direct SWIFT address, CBE Teta. We also work with 16 international money transfer agents, out of which Tune and WorldRemit enable you to make direct deposits into our savings and current accounts or our popular CBE Birr mobile wallet. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, the bank you can always rely on.